Hello everybody, Manithral here, and welcome to the tips and tricks as far as the Forinthry goes. Now, this is obviously brand new. So I basically, I want to say I'm about halfway through. One thing I will say, this is an awesome update. It's really a lot of fun for those who haven't started it yet. But I do recommend it because there is a lot of benefits to it, just including, this is just the beginning of 4.4 and 3. There is more updates to come on it later on as the year goes on. The mini quest, though, to get it started, incredibly easy to do. Now, as far as after that goes, it's still pretty easy to do. Now, one thing, pretty early on, you find out that you have to get a lot of limestone to build up your fort's walls, which that's fine. If you have access to it, go ahead, get your Grace of the Elves, have it fully charged, use your invitation box, go to the limestone quarry, and just make yourself a ton, well, mine yourself a ton, use the whole Grace of the Elves, because you're pretty much going to need all of that and then some, like the full 500 and then some. By the time you get done with everything as is, because I believe I have, let me double check here. Yeah, I only have 54 left, and I do have a few more buildings to go. I just finished one building out, the workshop itself, but now I'm going into the other buildings, and I have basically 6 more buildings to go, so I'm going to need more limestone before the end of this. So this is something to kind of keep in mind. But as far as all this goes, that's going to be one of your heavy resources consumed. You can use protean logs and protean planks. Sorry, I had to think there for a second. So you can do these things and use that to have your full thing. Now I just messed up here. Okay, yeah, I need 14 of those bad boys. So you can keep rebuilding the same building over and over as you unlock them. I don't think that is necessarily probably the best unless you're at the mahogany stage. Even then, when you're at the mahogany stage, I know some people are saying that this is horrible XP. And I would say that's hogwash. Mostly because we'll get into building a building. I'll let you guys see for yourselves. Because keep in mind, I am only using the basic constructor's outfit. I do have the cape. It does not seem like the cape actually has, or any of those kind of perks have any benefit to saving any kind of planks or construction materials here. So I will say that. And one of the parts I think is really cool is each building actually does look different as you upgrade them. Well, I can't say that because here we're going into the first one that I upgraded that wasn't the workshop. But the workshop did get more and more refined. So now I'm going to be upgrading the town hall. Now keep in mind, this is only the tier 2 version of the building. And without the construction outfit, I'm getting about 83 XP per tick. Now, keep in mind that is 83 per tick, so we're not talking the overall, XP that you're getting from this. And that bar goes up pretty slow, kind of painfully slow. But at the same time, for the amount of XP you're getting, pretty awesome. But for the tips and tricks that I would have to offer you, is go ahead, get your workshop build up to the highest first. If I remember correctly, that does have some sort of benefit to it. I forget exactly what. I think you get overall more XP when constructing in here, with that being up the whole way. Up next, I'm going for the town hall, because then I can get more and more bonus XP build up. It's not too much of a big deal if you are just building all this outright. So that's why I went for the town hall second. But make sure you have your proteans. That's another thing. And if you have it, you don't need a whole lot of the Forinthry teleports, which used to be the lumberyard teleports. You won't need a whole lot of those. Basically, just for the beginning when you initially get the assignment to go down and get the limestone. And then if you want to come back to the fort. Now, eventually, there is going to be the, the lodestone teleport for this. You don't currently, like, at least I don't currently have that unlocked. I don't know if that's something we can unlock quite yet. The teleport spell is there, but it's currently locked, and the lodestone is currently buried. So I don't know if there's going to be something more to that later on, or if I just haven't achieved it yet. But those are some things to keep in mind. Have your invitation box ready in case you need to get more limestone. Just maybe in case you don't have a ton of inventory space to go ahead and, well, ton of bank space to go ahead and do it, or if you are don't have a lot of sign of the porters. There we go. I almost said Purdian of the porters. But if you don't have a lot of sign of the porters, you know, it might be good to have the invitation box. You might need more Forinthry teleports if that's the case. But if you have the Grace of the Elves combined with sign of the porter and these teleports, you'll have no problem, especially if you get about 500. That's going to take care of most of your current needs for limestone. And then when you go ahead and go into building everything, just make sure you're trying to use up your proteans. Like this character alone has 32,000 proteans. Now, that is a lot of proteans. But I will say every single time I've had a chance to select which kind of proteans, I always take planks with him. And to top it all off, whenever I haven't really been playing on him much because, you know, we did just come out of the Fresh Start Worlds not that long ago. And I was playing on other alternates as well. So there's a lot of reasons why he just has a large collection rather than a large collection used. But do use your proteans if you have them. It'll save you a lot of money. It'll save you a lot of time. Especially if you have the planks, because you can just go from having the planks straight into the reinforced, and then you don't have to worry about making from plank to, well, making the planks and then making the reinforced, so you could save a step. But other than that, guys, there's not really a whole lot to suggest for you guys. As you know, I was saying, just go ahead, start with the workshop, get that build up, try to get 100% on everything. If you get 100%, you get more XP per hit swing, you know, per tick, which is always great. And as you can see, I'm getting a lot of XP, and I have no bonus XP. The bonus XP thing you see to the side of it, it is purely just from the outfit, and the outfit only. So that's why I would say, you know, go to make sure you're getting 100%. If you have the outfit, wear the outfit. You're not getting a whole lot of XP in one tick. That's fine. You don't get a whole lot of XP when making the stuff. You get a modest amount, but the main bulk of the XP comes from actually building everything. And that's something to kind of keep in mind. XP rates are pretty good though, especially when you get to higher and higher levels. I'm not going to lie, because I did build some of the mahogany one, and I was getting about 132 XP per tick. Now, 7 of that was from the bonus outfit, but that's a pretty sizable amount if you ask me. So if you guys have any questions, I mean, I would be happy to answer them. Just go ahead and send them to me. There's all the buildings. I don't think this is going to be the best way to train construction out the gate for this. I think there's going to be more to come. That is going to have even better ways to train construction. But this is just laying the groundwork for some of the main buildings you might want to have. Such as a smithing station, you got the prayer station, you got your resource management station for your other mini games. I think that's really super handy. Yeah, this is just the beginning of Forinthry 2. There's going to be more to come. There's going to be more buildings, which is something they already said. To what degree there's going to be more buildings, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is a pretty cool update, so I definitely recommend checking it out. But that'll do it for this video though, guys. If you have any kind of tips you want to give people, anything I forgot, please feel free to mention it, because there's probably some cool stuff I haven't even gotten to yet. But keep in mind, this is going to be part 1 of a series until Fort Forinthry is completely out and we have everything at our disposal in the fort. So that'll do it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and until next time, later, guys. Bye.